Hello, this is Sir David the Bard. I wanted to make a video on Satan, since the Mormons believe that I see him 2 or 3 times a day, have coffee with him in the morning, and basically plan what to say on my show. I want to tell you a little bit about Satan, since the Mormons think I know so much. Now, those of you that have said I have much unsolicited advice, because you know I'm pathetic. One said, clean your camera lens. Well, I did. I spit on that sucker. So maybe the camera lens is better. The other one said, hey, look at the camera. Don't look down at your telesponder, teleplex. Tell me nothing. Listen, I had my camera. Here's the experience. I had been on television a couple of times, and I told them I was innocent each time, and I've learned. I'm not used to dealing with a picture in front of me. I can see myself moving and grooving, and when I started my own show, I'm used to talking to a camera, but when I look at my beautiful face down here, I just, hey, that's cool. My eyes are bad these days. So last night, I have several types of glue in the house, okay? I have silicone sealant. Now, if you want to seal something pretty well, but you may have to take it off someday, you use the silicone sealant, okay? Now, I also have super glue. That does nothing except glue my hands together, and it glued my glasses on my head one day. Super glue is out. Now, I have Gorilla Glue. I haven't seen too many gorillas, but if I see one, I think it'll work. Gorilla Glue sets up overnight, and hell, it's mean. It'll hold a gorilla against the wall. Now, my heavenly glue, mastic, from a glass company. It's in a tube, and you use it with a caulking gun, and anything you glue up, including mirrors with mastic, it's there forever, even through time and eternity. When you go to the Mormon temple, they ought to make you hold hands and put mastic all over both hands. You'll be there forever together. Well, anyway, I silicone sealed my camera on the top here. Now, I can look at you right here, and it's eye to eye, knee to knee, nose to nose. And what other 5 points of fellowship you want, I got. Well, most of them. The 6 points of fellowship, I ain't got no more. So I glued the camera on top, so I don't want the Mormons to think that my dialogue is prepared by Satan. But anyway, Satan and I were having coffee this morning, and we were planning this particular video, and said, you know, we have to go out and deceive the whole world. The Mormons lie a lot, but we can't because of the internet. We will get caught. The Mormons don't know that yet. I said, yes, sir. So, what's his name? Beelzebub? Can you imagine Beelzebub driving along? And suddenly, you know, he sees the lights and he pulls over, and the police say, can I have a license and a picture? And he goes, no, I'm Beelzebub. You screw with me and you'll have fire on your butt forever. Pass. It's okay. It's a warning. Beelzebub. Let's see. Beelzebub, Satan, the great evil one, the dark one. What's the other one? The devil. You're all too young to remember. There was a guy on TV. One of the first black guys on TV had his own show. It's called Flip Wilson. Funny as hell. Funny as hell. And he used to say, the devil made me do it. The devil made me do it. So, anyway, the devil is making me do these videos according to the Mormons. Now, here's what, to me, an atheist is absolutely silly. The Mormons believe, this is their doctrine, folks, believe it or not, that Satan and Jesus Christ are brothers. Real brothers. The same penis, the same vagina made them. Okay? Now, the Mormons believe there was a, quote, war in heaven. That phrase is in Genesis, a war in heaven. Well, anytime you give the Mormons a phrase, they're going to twist and turn it any way they can to make themselves look silly. And they've done it here. Now, there was a war in heaven. Now, I don't know if they had nuclear bombs. I don't know if they had swords. Now, sometimes the Mormons have some sense and say, well, it wasn't a war like that. It was a war of words. I should have been there. I swear like a sailor. I could have won that war. Anyway, the Mormons believe that Satan, when God stood up and said, how should we make those people on earth suffer? Now, this is our Father, according to you Christians and you Mormons. Elohim. He said, I have an idea. Since all you kids want to be like me, you're going to have to go down in the mud, the blood, and the beer. And the kids like me go, whoa, whoa, I don't want to be like you that much. I'll just be a slave up here. This is a good place. It's warm. There's no hunger. Living by you is bitching. You let me use the car now and then. I'm okay here. And God says, no, you need to be tested. I said, all right, on paper. Give me a test on paper. Don't put me down there with the murderers, the rapists, the child molesters, and then the other people who live out of Utah. So anyway, Satan raises his hand and he says, sir, can I speak? And Elohim said, of course you can speak. You are the son of my body. You were made in my image. And Jesus said, well, I'd like to speak too. And God said, well, Satan asked first. Go ahead. Beelzebub. I know that's your nickname, son, and I love you, Beelzebub. What's your idea? Well, sir, I think David the Bard has a good idea there. You know, making all those people bleed and suffer and have diseases and die of terrible deaths. I think that sucks. And I raised my hand and said, there's one vote for me. I'm with him. And Jesus goes, no, Father, let them go down and suffer. And the Father says, I like that, Jesus. And Jesus says, I'll suffer the most. Put me on a cross. The Father said, well, I don't know. What will that be for? He says, well, then I'll pay for all of the sins of all of the people. God says, no one can pay for anybody else's sin. They own their own sins. And Jesus goes, well, let's pretend that they don't. Let's pretend that I can save them. I raise my hand, and pretty soon Elohim says, David, sit down. I've had that a lot in my life. Sit down and shut up. Oh, okay. But I'm with him. The guy with the tail is my man. I'm his campaign manager. So, the Mormons believe that Beelzebub, my greatest friend and ally, said, now, God, if I go down there and I save everybody, I bring everybody back to the house here, nobody dies spiritually, they're all back, and I bring them back to you, I just want a little bumper sticker on my car that says, Beelzebub is the man. I want a little recognition. And Jesus goes, Sir, he's always been an asshat. Don't give him a bumper sticker. Let me have the bumper stickers and make mine a fish. Make the fish my official bumper sticker. Well, Elohim's going back and forth. Oh, God, you know, I don't know. Bumper sticker for this one, bumper sticker for that. And finally, Elohim says, all right, Jesus, you got the job. Let them die. Let them suffer. Torture their ass and call it a test. Most of them won't want to come back, like the Bard. He's not coming back no matter what. And I'm grabbing on Elohim's robe, and he has these white hair in the temple. I'm going, no, don't send me down there. I can't behave. And he goes, I know. No. And I go over to my 7 mothers. Oh, don't make Dad send me down there. And Satan goes, all right. I'm taking off these funny garment underwear things that you gave me, and I'm putting on a red tail and two little horns up here. And Elohim says, well, why are you going to dress like that? He says, well, Jesus has crosses on chains, and in the car, the bobbly heads, and, you know, he has that shit. Why can't I have a horn and a tail and a pitchfork? And so Elohim says, I don't care. You ain't got the program, and you can dress however you want. So Beelzebub says to the rest of the group, and I'm sitting in that group, he said, who wants to come with me? Now I look around and I see Elohim. He's got an evil eye on me, and Jesus is doing one of these and one of these. And I'm going, oh shit, oh shit. I said, well, can I go down so Dad and brother are not pissed? And once I get there, I'll be with you. Would that be okay? Everyone goes, yeah, make him suffer. Give him a bald head. Give him a fat body. Give him diabetes. Give him open heart surgery. Give him mental illness. That'll test his ass. And I go, oh shit. I didn't want to go down there anyway. So, okay, I'll go. Now, here's the Mormon. I'm telling you, this is Mormon doctrine. I was there. I remember this stuff. So the Mormons say, well, Satan was really, really angry. Now a third of the host of heaven, I don't know if those are hostesses like in a hotel or whatever. Hosts are usually in a motel or a Marriott at the porno center. Anyway, a third went with Satan. So Satan has this separate meeting. Now the rest of us all got in line, and I got my head down and practicing saying yes so I can make it in the temple. And Jesus is sending his friends down, and Beelzebub goes, we're having a meeting. So I wanted to hear that meeting, but I was in line. I was in line to have my ass tested. Disease, fear, haunting. Why couldn't I just said to Elohim, I fail. I'm not going down there. Just give me an F on this project. I did that in college a lot. Anyway, the meeting with Satan went something like this. We're going to build a podium that I can stand behind and put both hands on, and it has a microphone and a teleprompter. Because I know that's what they're going to do when they build Salt Lake City. Because I have telepathy. I know they're going to build a lying podium. So we're going to have one too. So, he gets up on the podium and he says, followers of Beelzebub, you don't have to dress with horns and a tail and a pitchfork. That's for me only. I want you to be in disguise. When you go to the earth, like the bard, see the bard over there in line? He's one of mine, but he's an undercover bard. And I have many undercover bards out there. I'm the one that wears the suit. I'm the one that you bow to. And I'm the one, God, I can't give you salvation because I don't know what the hell it is. Neither do they, but they're going to tell you, you know, it's lots of penises on your body, going to the third degree of the celestial kingdom, having 1,000,000 wives, and all of those penises all over your body will be making children with all the 14-year-olds. No girls grow older than 14. That's the Joseph Smith syndrome. Now, I don't have an earth. I ain't into biology, mathematics, and making oceans and waves and shit like that, so I'm going to let you go down where they're going. We don't want to go. Shut up. We'll burn you forever. I'm going to make a place called hell. I don't know how. I can't even build a Boy Scout fire, but I got to build something because the Christians are saying that, you know, if you follow me, you're all going to be in a furnace and burning up. So anyway, I have a life. Beelzebub, I like cruising town in my car, waving at the 14-year-olds and all my wives. I have a life. So I'm not going to go down and bother the Bard and other people. What I have found is the people that got in that line are so damn stupid, they're going to torture themselves. I don't need to be employed to torture humans. They have wars. They cause diseases. They kill each other. They rape. They plunder. The world is going to be in terror. I don't want that to be my fault. Let them go down there and let Jesus save their ass. Who wants to live with those guys anyway? I don't want a whole kingdom of murderers and rapists and people that are repenting of child molestation in Utah just before they die. So, we're going to have a party. A fun party. No sex. Alright. We'll have sex too. And we're going to have a big party. So all those Christian people are going to look down there and say, see? Wickedness was never happiness. We'll prove their ass wrong. That's my goal. Not to resurrect you, but to prove to all of the Mormons that wickedness has always been happiness and joy. They're in misery. They're scared. And they're going to be among all of the pissant people that got in that line. Now the Bard, I'm going to save his ass. The Bard is going to go down and he's going to get old. He ain't going to do shit till he's 64. And then at 64, I'm going to come into his brain. Now I know that's a pretty crowded place, but I'm going to squeeze in. And then I'm going to inspire him to tell the truth. Mormons hate nothing more than the truth. Make him speak the truth. And I'm going to invent YouTube and MeTube and ThemTube, but I'm going to put him on YouTube. And I'm going to make 1,000 videos, and he will speak through my mouth, and I will hide his horns and his tails. And the Mormons will call him Beelzebub Jr. My son. So he will tell the truth. That will destroy the Mormon church. I need to do nothing more than send one undercover agent and just have him speak the truth. So, in conclusion, if there's a devil, I don't know why. He's got a life. He doesn't want my body. He doesn't want my mind. He doesn't want anything. And he doesn't want yours either. Not me, you want to blame everything that goes wrong down here on him. The devil made me do it. You're all Flip Wilsons. The devil didn't make any of us do anything. We have free agency. We have our own creativity and our own thoughts. And we do what we think is right. I make the videos because I use them for therapy. And some people say they have helped them. And the only thing that the Mormon church hates is the truth and the internet, in that order. So, if you think the devil is giving you a hard time, maybe you ought to look around, get some meds, get the hell away from evil people that you surround yourself with. Don't put shit in your body that, is drugs and drinking too much, and, you're going to have falling off of ladders, DUIs, can't get to work. Satan ain't doing that. Beelzebub, he's got a life, and he's telling you and me, get yourselves a life. I got better things to do with my pitchfork and my tail and my horns. I don't need you up here, and you don't need me down there. You guys make enough of a mess of your own life. You don't need a Satan. Thanks.